3.
Oh wow, seems like they want to just be aggressive, man. With the Lilia, it allows you to be aggressive, go, maybe dive turrets, and then pop the black shoes. Mind you, the Valentina can take that away, but a lot of AoE from that Gatot Kacha and as well as the Lilia as well. Hopefully, it will be enough though to buy time for that 1-1 to farm and then lock in. We saw what I think number 6 game 1 where Leonardo suddenly gets a double, and that was really enough to get the ball rolling for them. But will it be the same this time around? Oh, Cambodia, the Badong, man, a hero that can cancel you mobility wise, skill wise. So yeah, I think Cambodia, it's a tougher draft now if you compared game 1 going up against 1-1. So great adjustments coming from Cambodia.
Okay. Indonesia's composition's a little weird to me, man. Like,
yeah,
the Hanzo, a 1-1 and a Lilia, like the CC and Gatakacha are fine. Like, that's not weird to me. But like,
yeah,
this is a curveball lineup. I'm fine with it though. I'm happy to see it because again, it's where the meta currently is. Like, this can work. This can also give you a pretty good advantage in the early game if you're able to capitalize on it. Lilia also had a little baby buff in our little minor patch that we just had here recently, where it's like, if I remember right, she gets a little more spell vamp now on her glooms. So nothing too crazy there. But essentially this composition from Indonesia is going to take some finesse to make it work. But it might be really cool too to see it come to fruition. Now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the grand finals here. We're down to the very last game. It's a best of 3, and we've made it all the way to game 3 between Indonesia and Cambodia. It's been one hell of a match in series so far. It's been back and forth. Whose game will it be for game number 3? Again, fighting for that first place spot right now to finish things out for the MLBB Men's IESF Asia and Oceania qualifier.
Let's see who finally deserves to take the game, the match, and the Southeast Asia champion, technically, right? With this lineup, and let's see. Okay, they went for interesting, right? The Weapon Master, the PYT as well. More Inspire, so aggressive here from Leonardo with this Inspire. Even though you see a Badang, seems like he doesn't care. He does not care. Very, very different from Zing, where he opted to Purify here.
Yep.
So yeah, a lot of tenacities as well on the board.
Yeah, they're gonna need those. I think part of this too is again, when you look at Cambodia's lineup, this is like the most standard, you know, that we're used to seeing. I think it's maybe aside from the Valentina. Like, you don't see the Valentina too much anymore currently, but it worked great for them previously. So just wondering what ultimate you want to take. There's the Vengeance in pop by Aran. They're going to jump in, though. They're going to be able to go in. Do they have the Soul Sever? It looks like they don't. Sin using it, but this is the response from Cambodia. They're going to go ahead and jump on forward, even using their own battle spells and everything else thrown at him. Detective does fall, but also Witty. A trade, though. The 2-for-2 across both sides. That's exactly how the whole series has been.
Wow, this is why you can see the Lilia is such a value pick here in this game. It was to counter those sort of shenanigans, right? The Baxia, the Badang, the Phobias just clumping in. The Lilia will get so much value from her skills, and you can see already Indonesia just taking control in the river and the turtle, and they will disengage from a fight. Gotta be careful here, Cambodia. When clumped up, they gotta make sure that the Lilia either isn't around or doesn't have her skills, because if not, it's just going to be a Lilia party, a gloom party for Indonesia.
I'd join that party, man. Gloom party. I'd dance around the glooms, you know? Like, the floor is lava, basically. Here comes Sin, though. Boxy is there. Things should be fine. Again, you're not going to have that much damage just yet on the Hanzo. One of the great things about it, and that Soul Sever especially, oh, here's the response. Detective jumping in. They got the information from that.
Oh.
There's the AOG from Opie as he took that, so Sin is gone. A great use of the IMU from Opie. You know, he's one of the most versatile Valentinas I've seen. And Opie made it work, but that's what I was going to say. Hanzo doesn't really have that damage early on, but even if he struggles in the early game, and he gets the few items, I think it's like Trinity as well for Hanzo, really for him to pop off. Like he's able to get a kill, you know, and that's one of the threats of Hanzo later on.
And it's going to be very disgusting. Let's see here. It seems like they want to fight again.
They're going again. Detective is tanky enough with the Soul Sever, and they will pick it up. Detective gone. Black Shoe's going to be used. Revitalize as well. Boxy joining the fight, and he goes on back. So that's what I'm talking about. At some point, Hanzo was able to go ahead and do enough damage to soften things up. I'm wondering what items we have here, too. You can see a couple being picked up by Indonesia. Corrosion Scythe now for Leonardo. With the turtle coming up here shortly, let's see how they rotate into this. They want to go ahead and grab their buffs first, though.
Taking their time here. Very important thing to note as well. The usage of Shield Unity earlier. When the info, the ninja is already used up, the Shield Unity can target and look for the real body of that Hanzo. So got to make sure someone, either Witty or perhaps Aron, is there to provide the peel, provide the cover, because that AOG will land to the real body of that Hanzo. And oh, there you go. There goes the AOG.
Jumping in again, just forcing Indonesia back here onto the fight. And look at that. Zamet Force already going to be dropped. Zing unleashing on Indonesia. They're going to be able to pick up another kill as Witty falls. A double for Zing. Now Wiseman on the run. But hey, Cambodia, they fought for that turtle. And they'll get the second one.
Not a good side here. The second turtle will fall at the hands of Cambodia. And seems like the mid-game here will be theirs. And it's going to take some time for Indonesia to reset here, waiting for Leonardo to be online. Especially Leonardo was picked up as well. Uh-oh, Sin is again just targeted bottom side.
Yeah, he wanted to farm up, but he's going to be in trouble now. They know that weak point of a Hanzo. They'll take it as Cambodia gets an easy kill down bot. Oh, whoa, Leonardo though. He didn't go. I was going to say, did he go 1v1? But he didn't. He was able to get the kill on Zing. He needed to though, because Zing on this Harith, we've seen him. He's a monster on it, and if he scales up too quickly, it's going to be a problem even more for Indonesia. So they find themselves, you know, just a bit of behind. They are going to get this turret though down. So Indonesia doing work across the map. Cambodia answers with a bottom turret tier 1.
Yeah, mind you, Leonardo did not use the crossbow with Tang, so a lot of setup was used. Zing no Purify, so that's going to be info. Will Indonesia capitalize on the spell not active yet, or will they take it slow here? All 5 spells are up here for Indonesia, so they are at an advantage here, technically, if they do want to fight.
Yeah, Detective was going for that body. Witty going to be in trouble. Has to jump out with the AOG defensively. So Opie, once again, he'll hold on to his own avatar, the Guardian. And he's been able to use it really well so far. So Sin finally picks up the Golden Staff. Should be the second item, I believe, that he has. Not sure what he rushed, but the turtle is coming up. And that's why eventually Sin is also going to be able to do enough damage to like the tankier members of Cambodia. And once he does that, and like that might be the Malefic Roar eventually, that's where it gets a little bit in trouble, a little dicey for Cambodia. Right now, though, Oxy's going to have to run away from this. Fist crack, fist break combo. There's AOG from Opie. Good pressure, good response from Cambodia. And now Witty also feeling the wrath here, saying we'll pick up a kill. They lose 2. The fight for the turtle. Sin trying to do what he can, but Detective will be able to secure the turtle, and Indonesia looks to be losing another as Sin falls to, man, Cambodia will get everything they want.
They're in shambles, man. You can see the items started to pile up for Cambodia. Almost on, I think it's, yeah. Okay, this is scary. Zing is on his way towards Holy Crystal, and Bloodway's already collected for Opie. So more survivability, but also, mind you, there's magic power in that item as well. So the poke damage from OP Indonesia will feel that poke. And yeah, again, just all objectives right now taken care of. Turrets, turtles, and as well as the purple buff. Now,
Oh,
top lane, they want more action.
well, Sin wants to go for that, but again,
Mm,
Sing is fine. Just pops the Zaman Force. He's like, yeah, I can take this. You know, Sin's
yeah,
not that much of a threat yet because he's got. I saw it now. He's got Corrosive Scythe and Golden Staff. That's about all he's got. So it's gonna be a little bit longer before that Hanzo really becomes a threat. Witty though is the feeling the threat of 3 from Cambodia. He'll have to jump out again. We've seen this so often, man. I mean, it feels unfortunate, Gandhi, when you're the
yeah.
Gatakacha, but you're the one jumping defensively with your AOG, but then OP's using it offensively.
Such a that's a shame. They want
There
to
it
fight
is.
again.
Oh, under the turret they want to fight. They're going to put the pressure here already. Detective Opie and Wadu. As Zing jumps in under the turret. This is a fight they want to take. Sin just waiting to watch on the offside here. Goes in with a Soul Sever, but just doesn't have enough damage or stacks. So Cambodia takes out Witty. They'll take out the tier 1 turret.
Yeah,
Once again, that's 3 turrets down. Cambodia is in charge.
they just know how to utilize their drafts, man. And so far, they have been building more items. So they're confident in taking more fights. They're confident in taking more pickoffs as well. And Indonesia, without their mid turret, now that is a threat. That is concerning for Indonesia. Now their vision will be limited. Their rotation will be limited in Cambodia. They will have more to play around with. Radiant armor already built up by Phobius and Abadang, so the damage from Lilia will slightly be negated. The Lord is still going to be the first Lord, and seems like Indonesia, they understand that they do not have enough firepower to even contest. So, yeah, they are sending the 1-1 top lane, but Sin, a little too ambitious perhaps. AOG.
Deleted, basically. You know, you don't even get to withstand anything. So that's the Lord now for Cambodia. Yes, there was a bit of a push from Leonardo up top, but you know now they got to get ready for this defense, and it's not looking too hot, man. You know, it's a few thousand gold ahead for Cambodia, but it's mostly the lineup. The lineup is just shutting down this Hanzo experiment, I want to call it. But
Yeah.
even so, I think for this lineup to work from Indonesia, you need plenty of time. It's rather expensive when you think about this. So what they need that gold distribution to be like here. So Lord is making its way slowly up top. There's still the tier 2 turrets though available. So I don't think this is a game-winning push for Cambodia this early on, unless something goes drastically wrong for Indonesia's defense. They do have pretty good wave clear though. Here's the conceal. And I think it's just to go ahead and put a threat to get these tier 2 turrets down, but they are going to wait. It was a flicker, though, from Wiseman. So, for now, Cambodia waits for that push.
Seems like they're taking it slow here. Cambodia, they will wait, and perhaps they might rely on Boxy's initiation with the flicker, or Oppi's with the AOG.
Oh,
That might he might steal. Oh,
oh,
Carol's
the
taking a lot of damage.
The damage is starting to get there for the Hanzo, but still, Zing's going to be fine with his Almond Force. They're going to force a fight. There's the crossbow of Tang, though, into the Revitalize. Detective now at the front of it. Oh, the flicker forward from Boxy. But they're fighting in between 2 turrets. Is this really where they want to be? Sin will go in with a Soul Sever. He finally takes out Sing. And now they're forcing him back a little bit further. Another fist crack, fist break.
Uh-oh.
And looking for more. But now there's the dunks from Wadu. The Infernal Pursuit. It's Sin and Wiseman left alone as a tier 2 will fall. But ultimately, Indonesia showing a little bit of fight here despite being down 5,000 gold.
A little bit iffy there from side of Cambodia, but it could have gone worse. The opening from Boxy and Oppi wasn't really clean, but because of their economy lead, I feel like they were able to still clinch that fight out. 3 members were out of the board from Indonesia, so that allowed Cambodia some breathing room after a very, very I'd say not convincing opening for that fight. So yeah, Indonesia's still holding on, but still they need to, they got a lot of work to do. They're just trying to control the mid here, I believe, by Sino, taking a
Yeah.
lot of, giving a lot of damage as well, but what they need to do here and what they need to be careful of is the openings and the positioning of Zing, because Zing can surprise you. Even though he's rocking the Purify, that Shaman Force jump, exactly. This is what I'm telling you.
Black Shoe's gonna be used. Again, Singh just goes forward. He just got the Divine Glaive, and that's why he's doing so much damage. There's so much magic penetration there at this point. So that's a kill for Cambodia, and that's gonna be a Lord most likely too. Because without Wiseman, there's not much contestation you can do here.
I think even with the Wiseman, not really much that the Hanzo can do, and it will be a clean Lord. But yeah, as I say, right, this jump from that Shaman Force can be lethal. It caught Wiseman right there, and yeah, they will have to defend this again. Now, Indonesia, let's take a look at the inventory here. Just 4K between them, so definitely have counterplay. If Cambodia is overzealous, if they went a little bit too offside here, I'm sure Indonesia will capitalize now. Mind you, spells is okay for Oppi and Boxy, so a lot of opening possibility for Cambodia to use with this Lord push. Got to be careful not to clump up for Indonesia as well, because the Shaman Force AoE is definitely a threat.
Yep. So at this point, it's how does Indonesia manage these waves? How do they manage the push in? And have they gotten themselves enough items? You know, on especially for Leonardo. We already saw the pressure from that Sin can actually pop out on the Hanzo now. But with that, there's going to be a conceal. He gets immediately sent back to his body. Cambodia just crashing in on him. You can already see too, Opie jumps on in with the AOG right on mark from Wiseman. Under the turret they go. There's the crossbow of Tang. Popped off from Leonardo, though. Vengeance already going to be played. There's a fist crack, fist break combo that from Boxy. They'll finally get the base turret. Now Sin has to go back to the base. Wadu, though, jumping on in with the Infernal Pursuit. He'll keep them at bay. So far, it's only Wiseman that's down for Indonesia. They should be able to clear this out, but Iran goes down. Zing again on this Harith, just having a phenomenal game. Picks up another kill. That's 2 base turrets down, and Cambodia says, that's it. Let's get back and reset.
Wow, how can you stop Zing, man? Let's take a look at the items already. Full items as well. Concentrated energy, just to have that extra oomph as well. And yeah, even without the concentrated energy, it was really tough for Indonesia to take Zing down. Now with the concentrated energy, it just adds more layers on, hey, how do you take this Harith down? And it seems like they want to fight.
Oh, they do. Wiseman gonna be in trouble. Just gone in an instant. Deleted. But now Cambodia running it down mid. The Zaman Force and the AOG from Opie again for the nth time. Sets things up. The detective gets a double. Sin trying to hold his own, trying to clear out the waves, but they're going to be locking on the base. Cambodia sees the victory in sight, but the waves were cleared. They still have the mid wave pushing in. Wadu's gone, though. And now still fighting Leonardo. If he can get the airtime he needs to get the crossbow of Tang, but Zing will just log on to the base, and Cambodia does it in Game 3. They'll win against Indonesia 2-1.
The reverse sweep was unstoppable. That was their main agenda after losing Game 1, and Cambodia